Hi everybody, it's May. Can't believe it. So this month's exercise snack video from myself, Lori Michael, specializing in senior fitness in the home, is going to be for both pelvic, back health, stabilization and mobilization, as well as the shoulder girdle. So here we go.
Hi everybody. It's so important to be able to mobilize your spine as well as stabilize. You can have great stabilization abilities, but if you can't mobilize, you're still going to end up with some back pain. So let's start with some mobilization of the low back. Lori is going to gently tilt her pelvis into a flat back, and then she's going to release that and actually arch a little bit, just rocking the pelvis from a flat back to an arched back. So important to be able to move that spine. For some of you, this will be easy. For some of you, this will be quite a challenge. We can progress this and roll all the way up and then roll down. You just want to make sure it's a roll. Watch how Lori tilts the pelvis, lifts, and then she starts on the way down from the ribs. Let's do one more of those. Mobilizing the spine, and then we can follow that up with a stabilization exercise. So the same basic premise, she's going to lift and lower, but she's lifting it in one piece. So her hinge comes from the hip rather than from the spine. We're using the glute muscles and the torso muscles. Those are core muscles to lift and lower. And she's going to tighten up on the inside as she lifts and lower. She's pulling her belly in, stiffening up. And let's do that 2 more times. Moving in one piece. And all the way up. One more time down. And you can give your knees a little hug into your chest after that. So that was mobilization and stabilization, both key components to a healthy back. Now we're going to move into the shoulder girdle. We're going to do basically the same thing. Today, Lori's going to sit on a chair and we're going to use a tubing apparatus for this exercise.
Oh, and by the way, don't forget to stay hydrated.
Lori will take the tube underneath her foot. And Lori, show me the bottom of your shoe. Lori has a groove you can see right in the arch. That's a good shoe to use when you're using tubing underneath the feet because it locks that tube in. If you don't have that, make sure on this exercise that you're slightly pointing your ankle so your toes go away from you. That's to keep the tube from sliding out. Lori's choking up on that tube a little bit because she needs that tension. She's going to pull her elbows back behind her and let her arms come forward. The key is we want some mobilization in what we call the shoulder girdle. That's the shoulder blades, a little bit of the ribs, the sternum. She's squeezing together and then she's rounding her back. This actually feels great. What she's not doing is leaning the torso forward and back. It's all in her upper body, her upper torso. Now, to stabilize, basically the same movement. She's going to pull her elbows back and forward. But notice on this exercise how she's keeping her sternum up. She doesn't have that excess movement. So once again, we practice mobilization. Now we're practicing stabilization. Look how wide and open she is across her back and across her chest, working the muscles of her back and the back of the shoulders. Very nice, Lori.
So you want to do 3 sets of each and 8 to 12 repetitions or to fatigue. So you might just have to play around with the adjustment of the bands or tubes, whatever you're using to pull back with, but you'll get it. So thanks so much for watching, and please leave us a comment. See you next time.